Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In my earlier videos, I talked about neural networks and their classifications, how do those neural networks work, and their classifications such as convolutional neural network, recurrent neural networks, feed-forward neural networks, etc. How do those neural networks work and all. Today, I'll be showing how to implement those neural networks in computers. Now, in today's video, we will learn how to write Python codes to implement a neural network model, our intended neural network model more precisely, and how to get outputs out of it. So basically, in today's video, we will learn to write Python codes for implementing the neural networks, or more precisely for implementing our intended neural networks, and how to get outputs out of it. So today in my video, I will show the step-by-step approach of writing Python codes for creating our intended neural network models, then compiling it, training it, and then evaluating it. That is getting the output out of it. So those are the things. So today I will show how to write the Python codes. So I will start with the basic Python codes to implement the neural networks on our computers, rather. So it's gonna be a long video. So let's point out first what are coming in the videos one by one. So firstly, I will show the Python code, the step-by-step approach, or step-by-step guide, or step-by-step writing the Python codes to get the to get to the neural network, a basic example of neural networks, and getting the output. So this is the first basic example I will show, in general example actually, how to write Python codes for those neural networks on neural network models, and we will get the output at the end. We will basically evaluate the neural network model. So I will start with the basic example of Python codes, how to write those things in the first part of the video, and after that I will show how to write Python codes. I will write Python codes basically for the neural network models, like recurrent neural networks, for sequence prediction. I will write Python codes for anomaly, autoencoder for anomaly detection. I will write Python codes for ZRU for text generation. I will write Python codes for convolutional neural networks and all. Okay, so the basic idea. So before getting into writing the Python codes, it's going to be a long video. So for I hope you will enjoy the video. You will learn the video. Actually, you will learn from the video, rather. You will learn how to how to write those codes, Python codes, using various libraries, various deep learning libraries, and you will learn how to catch the neural network models, and how to write the Python code, how to design all these things, and how to get to the output in the end. So before getting into the topic of getting into writing the Python codes, basically before implementing the neural network models, let's point out the steps, the step-by-step steps one by one of for writing the Python codes. So firstly, we will basically for an intended neural network model, we will first define or import the libraries out of it, and into the system, into the Jupyter notebook, and then we will load the data sets. Then we will basically create a neural network model that, or basically that we are intending to calculate the data, calculate everything, compute rather for a particular neural network model. So we will create the neural network model on our Jupyter notebook, and then we will compile the neural network model. Then we will train the neural network model, then you will basically evaluate the neural network models. In the end, that is basically we will get the output. So these are the step-by-step approaches. I will show these will be the these are the basic approaches of writing the Python codes for neural network models. So in between, codes will be different for different types of neural networks, but the more or less these are the step-by-step more approaches. These are the normal steps for calculating the computing of the neural network model. Well, now the idea is I will be using the deep learning library called TensorFlow Keras. I will be using that deep learning library. I will import that deep learning library and I will compute these things for our intended neural network models. So it's gonna be a very 3-hour long video. I hope sit tight. Now I will show all the codes on my computer screen, or I will show how to write. I will write all the codes rather on my computer screen. Let's switch to my computer screen. Okay? Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome back to my screen of the computer screen. So I'll start with the writing the Python codes for a basic example of neural networks. So let's start it. And then I will go to the specialized ones, that is the recurrent neural networks, the convolutional neural networks, autoencoder, GRU, etc. Okay. So here I will first open my terminal. As you can see, this is my terminal. Okay. Yeah, so here I will open my Jupyter notebook. So I will go to the Jupyter notebook. Okay. So let's write the Jupyter notebook on the screen, on the terminal rather. So before that, I have to go to the main environment. Okay, this is the one. So this is Jupyter notebook. Jupyter notebook. It will automatically prompt us to the next to the interface, Jupyter notebook interface, as you can see on the screen. Okay, yeah. So this is the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so as you can see, this is the interface of Jupyter notebook. So here, let's first launch the kernel. So you can see here at the right side of the screen, and this is the Python 3 kernel. We can use different kernels also depending on the environment or requirement. I'm going with the minimum one, the easiest one, that is Python 3 kernel. This is let's write the codes here first. Okay, yeah. Now so let's start these things. So before writing the codes, I must inform I must say that I'll be using the popular deep learning library, that is TensorFlow Keras. I have already mentioned that in the initial part of the video. Okay, so that's the idea. Well, I'll be showing how to write the Python code step by step, one by one, for a basic neural network model. Okay, let's launch it. Let's write. So first process. So there will be 5 steps in writing the Python codes for this process, for these neural network models, which are firstly we have to import the libraries, that is TensorFlow, Keras, and all. Then we have to load the dataset. Then we have to create the model, then compile the model, then we have to train the model, then we have to evaluate the model. That is the final one, that is output. So here compile the model means, or model means that is actually a neural network model. Okay, so that should be the case. That is the neural network model. Yeah. Well, so first this is import library. Let's import library. As you can see, I'm writing in the input line, Jupyter notebook import line, that is importing our libraries. Import libraries. Okay, sorry for that. This should be import the libraries. Okay. Well, now before importing libraries, we have to make sure that in our system we have the TensorFlow, the deep learning library TensorFlow Keras installed. So for that we can do that. So in my system it's already installed, but for you people you have to install it by writing pip install pip install uh, pip install TensorFlow TensorFlow. So that's it. It should be installed. And then obviously have to hit the enter plus shift. So then it will be installed. So then you have to import the libraries. Okay. Then you have to import the libraries. As such, as I'm going to write. So this is import TensorFlow as TF. I'm going to import TensorFlow as TF, since TensorFlow is a very big big word. So I can't write all this word constantly throughout my code. It's a long code. It's gonna be a very long code. So you have to abbreviate it. So I'm abbreviating it as TF. So this is import TensorFlow as TF. So I am just doing it as TF. Okay. Then we have to import. Other things like MNIST, sequential, dense, all these things. Dense flatten to import to categorical, all these things. Okay. Start. Let's write one by one. So from TensorFlow.keras.datasets. From TensorFlow oh here one is, it will be actually from TensorFlow dot Keras dot dataset. So it will be Keras from this the thing I will be importing MNIST. So Keras actually. So from Keras dot datasets we have to import MNIST. we have to import mnist. Okay, so from tensorflow.keras.datasets we have to import mnist. Import ist. So that's the thing that can be done actually. So this is the from tensorflow.keras.dataset. We are importing the mnist. Then we'll be doing the, we have to import the sequential that we can, so we will calculate the sequential prediction later on. So I have to import the sequential. So on that model, so we can do one thing. So it will be now we will be importing sequential. So that will be imported from tensorflow.keras.models. Okay, so it's a model. Since we are going to predict the sequential predict. We do the sequential. We are going to do the sequential prediction rather. So this is a neural network model. So from the models we are going to import some things like that. So this is from tensorflow.keras.models. Yeah. So it should be like that. Models, import sequential. Import sequential. Okay, that's the idea. Now again from tensorflow.keras.layers we are gonna rather import dense flatten. So it should be like this. So it's a kind of layer. So okay, let's write it here. Sorry. So Keras it should be layers. So from tensorflow.keras.layers rather, yeah, it will be layers. We are going to import dense flatten. Okay, dense flatten. So it will be capital D. Sorry, small d. It should be capital D actually. Oh, again something. So from tensorflow.keras.layers we are importing dense flatten. Okay, so that's the idea. Now here also, now after that, from TensorFlow.keras.utils, we are going to import two categorical. So from TensorFlow.keras.utils, we're gonna import two categorical. So it is two categorical. So from TensorFlow.keras.utils, we are importing two categorical. Yeah, two categorical, right? Okay, so that's basically step one, that is the importing library. So all these libraries have been imported rather. Here now we load the data set and we have to pre-process the data. So data set here actually this one, sorry. So these are the data sets. You can see here the data set is basically this one. Sorry, MNIST. Okay. Well, now we are going to load the dataset MNIST and then we will create a model. Okay. So as you can see, pip install TensorFlow, it is showing as errors because TensorFlow is not installed here. I thought it is installed. I actually uninstalled this one. Okay, so let's install it. Pip install. It's a popular deep learning library actually. This is TensorFlow. This is TensorFlow. Okay, so here the environment is externally managed. So okay, this can be uh, installed by writing this pv installed TensorFlow. Well, fine. Now let's come back to this. So here the matter is cell this one. This is not a this is not a problem actually. Since this is basically a syntax error is being it's showing here. This is not an error because this is not installed on the system. That's why in the system. That's why it's showing this. You can install it and you can do this. So it's not a big deal. Just install it. Install the TensorFlow by writing pv install TensorFlow on the terminal. Okay. Now we are going to import the data set. I will write here. I'm just showing course. You can write this in the you have to. So here you can see this part, this one, this this cell actually. This cell, after this cell you can write the codes in the next cell. You have to write the codes in the next cell, but for your understanding, just for the understanding, I am writing all the codes here in this input line, in this in this input line. Okay, so now the next part, the load the data set, I write here, it will be here. Okay. You got it? So I will write all those in this input cell. So that's why we erased those data and those libraries, the codes, and I will write all these things here. Okay. But you have to write one by one. In the first input line, the importing libraries. You have to import the libraries, and second input the load the data sets, and so on and so forth. So, but I will write. So the first part I've already written. I've erased now. So that part, that is the importing libraries. Now here I will load the data sets. Okay, the same line. But it will be. But when you will write one by one. The first one that I've already erased, the importing libraries. Then you have to write the data set that I'm gonna write. Okay. So let's load the data sets. So this is the here we will load the data sets. Okay. Now X test, Y test. It will be. X test. So it, oh sorry, it will be small letter. So this is X train. It will be actually okay. X test. Okay, that should be X test, Y test, and before that it will be X train, Y test. So since I have written X test, Y test, so I will write it before that X train, Y test. So let's write it now. X test, Y test.